Class Project for Introduction to Computing Principles in Technology. By James Coexum. Part 1, The Computer and the Router. With $1,000 in total for purchases, I decided to buy a decent PC, the HP Pavilion Desktop. For $639, it's pretty good with its RAM capacity being 6 to 12 GB, and its hard drive limit being 512 GB. I wanted to get the best computer worth its price. And I felt like this one was the best, plus at the time, I wanted to save a decent amount to get a good router as well. This was the best computer I could find that still allowed me to have a good budget for the router I chose. The router I chose is the Netgear Nighthawk. I just chose this router because I use a Netgear router myself. Since the router I use isn't as high-tech as this one, I believe this one is a very good router. However, since my main reason for choosing this is biased, I can't really say if this is a good router for sure. Though it does have 256 megabytes of speed, but that's mostly all the info I have for the router. The cost fluctuates, however the cost upon first finding the router was $289.95, and right now it's lower than that, so let's assume $289.95 is around the highest price it will be. Part 2, The Solutions to Problems. Problem 1, research and pick a suitable computer and router for your needs. In the case we're going off my needs, all I need is just a computer to play games and do homework. Though other than that, there is no solution to this problem other than buying a new computer and router. Thus no needing to have multiple possible solutions to something that isn't a problem. Problem 2, all devices must be protected against intrusion from other people. With this problem there are a few solutions that can protect your devices. One would be to have a secure password for your device, without a two-factor authentication plan. You can also use a firewall that can protect you from intrusion to a certain extent. Lastly, you can use an antivirus if people are trying to access your PC through malicious means. A secure password is the best in the case your device isn't that much in risk of intrusion from malicious means, such as a virus or other things. A firewall and antivirus would be better if people are trying to use malicious means in an attempt to intrude your device. Though firewalls and antiviruses aren't perfect, they will make it significantly less likely for an intrusion to happen than without one. Problem 3, devices must be secure against malware. Like in problem 2, an antivirus or firewall can help dealing with malware. Though sometimes an antivirus can fail to detect malware in some instances due to it maybe being outdated or the malware being a new type of malware that the antivirus hasn't been made to detect yet. A firewall will always be able to decline unauthorized access, but at the same time, it isn't perfect and things may breach it at times. At the same time though, people can also prevent malware from accessing your devices by not clicking on suspicious links, websites, and other things. The antiviruses and firewall can help when it comes to preventing it from breaching if you accidentally activate malware. But you aren't guaranteed to be safe from the malware. The antivirus is more likely to work than the firewall though. Problem 4, people using the devices must be security aware. Security awareness would probably be known by the terms of service, though let's assume security awareness means knowing how to have secure devices, or keep your device as safe from intruders and malware as possible. At that point, you would have to learn the basics of staying safe online. And that depends on if the person is willing to see how to be safe online. At the same time, the terms of service of your device would still apply to being security aware. Personally, I think learning the basics of staying safe online would be the best option, even though people are not guaranteed to try and learn those basics. Problem 5, internet access must be secure from unauthorized access and/or intrusion. The internet access you have should use a secure password so nobody can access it without the password, though it can be guessed randomly if someone is using a bot in an attempt to gain access. This is mainly the only way you can keep your Wi-Fi secure from unauthorized access. The password in particular being a wireless key. Problem 6, all devices must be up to date and properly functioning. In the case of your device not being up to date, There is a very simple fix to that problem, and that is to just update your devices. That's all you need to do to keep them up to date. In the case that it isn't properly functioning, then you should try to fix the issue that's causing the device to not work properly, or bring the device to a technician for them to fix it. It isn't guaranteed that the device will be fixed by the technician or yourself, but it's the best you can do in that situation. Otherwise, you can buy another form of the device, which doesn't fix the problem, but it does let you have a new device that may work better than the previous one you had. Problem 7. All critical data must be recoverable in the event of failure. In the possible event of your device failing, you should have your data backed up in an internet cloud app thing or on a hard drive. Both of these solutions have their benefits and disbenefits though. The internet cloud is able to back up a lot of your files, however they can be breached due to hackers or the cloud not being secure. A flash drive can back up a moderate amount of files, but it can't be hacked. It can't be used on anything other than a computer/PC, and if you lose the flash drive, it's the equivalent of losing all your critical data from a device failure. Cloud backup is better in most aspects due to versatility though. Problem 8. The digital communications environment must be safe to use and defended. A cryptographic key should be used to keep your digital communication environment safe to use. Only in the case if someone who you didn't intend on getting the key gets it would you have the possibility of being breached. However, if this doesn't happen, then it is very unlikely for your conversation with someone to be breached. This seems to be the only way to keep a safe digital communication environment.